around, everybody. Gather around. I need you to like, subscribe, share the stream. We got a lot of articles to get through tonight. Let's might as well just jump right in. Quit wasting our time. This is a first one here. There we go. Put that right there, right where I want. I can see it. Psychedelic privileges. Let's try that one more time. Hey, yo, I'm Radically Moderate, and today I'm bringing you a interesting news. Hey, everybody, I'm Radically Moderate, and today I got a story from afru.com. Psychedelic privilege? Are DMT entities racist? That's where we're at, you guys. We're looking for racism so hard. We're scraping of the bottom of the barrel so much. We got to look to literal hallucinations of people's inner head experience to find racism, which is literally their own internalized racism at that point. You can't say it's anything else than internalized racism. The safe and recreational drugs is one of many important cultural contributions that folks of color have made in the 20th century. What? Dude, come on. This sentence is just one of the many contributions of people of color is drugs. Yes. Drugs, you say. Wow, way to really lift them up. Whether it's responsible Hennessy drinking, oh my god, or the cornucopia of culture that is cannabis. We invented it long before white folks prostituted it to consumerism. Because black folks, they can't consumerize stuff. They can't capitalize. Yeah, only white people can make thriving markets. What is this? But there is that one drug that's unquestionably uniquely shrouded in whiteness. A white drug, if you will. We're not talking about cocaine. It's DMT. Is it because Joe Rogan? I think it's because you have to be able to afford going to the Amazon to do the ayahuasca. Everywhere you look, you can find the whitest cis het men singing the praises of DMT or other psychedelics, from Joe Rogan to Post Malone. And in case you expected it from all white men being involved, the truth is that there's unsurprising hidden layers of racism here. You see, DMT may be shrouded in whiteness now. No, it's not. Who says that? I've never thought a drug was shrouded in whiteness. Drugs aren't inherently any race. They're just drugs. That's like saying salt is a certain race. It's not. But like everything else that you think is white, the drug actually has Latinx origins. Yes, clearly jealous of their lacking cultural contributions in spheres of recreational drugs. White folks decided to just write, all right, culturally appropriate. What does this mean? Culturally appropriate one. Okay, so the Latino cultures have DMT. That means white people are not allowed to use it ever because it's cultural appropriation. That's what we're getting to. Fine, that's okay. But if you remove cishet men from the question, you'll find that DMT has a history much more risk or diverse than the hardtack cracker. Than a harder tack crack. What? To understand the Latinx, you must first understand ayahuasca. To put short and sweet, ayahuasca is the main psychoactive drug in DMT. Ayahuasca, natural plant. It's grown, just like marijuana, meaning it's safe, and has been used for centuries by indigenous people. So, really, it's the Latinos who are culturally appropriating it from the indigenous peoples of the Amazon. The article won't say that because we're here to bash white people only. That's pretty neat. But we've also scratched the surface of DMT. Something you'll quickly learn if you travel to the right psychedelic communities online is that DMT is actually kind of creepy for black folks. Why? For some reason, black folks around the world have experienced similar racist phenomenon when taking DMT. But to avoid diluting the message, let some of their testimony speak for themselves. Testimonies about DMT entities from people of color. All right, so here we go. On their trips, this is what the people are saying. They are walking, talking creatures that one encounters during a DMT. The term machine elf was coined by ethnobotanist Terence McKenna for the entities he encountered in DMT hyperspace. Also uses terms like fractal elves, self-transforming machine elves. McKenna first encountered machine elves after smoking DMT in Berkeley, 1965. Artist depiction of a DMT elf. Looks pretty cool. Sometimes the creatures are friendly and reveal deeper truths about the universe, or they might take your hand and bring you on a journey. But unfortunately, that's not the experience many black folks have reported. Black folks can't even escape the scourge of systemic racism in the DMT realm. Oh my God. One person reported that their first trip was good and their second trip took a worse turn. This time, instead of the sacred, I was greeted by the profane. I saw a cartoon of racist caricatures mocking me. They were malevolent, and I felt like I could die. They reported. As for my first trip was welcoming and accepting, the second trip was pushing me away. I felt a strong sense of no. My friends said that the elves were making a machine, and they turned around and saw him, and they said, hey, look at the N-word is back. Another person reported. The most chilling experience reported so far invokes the powerful imagery of the slain Emmett Till. I was surrounded by elves, and they all started chanting Emmett Till. The report began. I learned later that Emmett Till was a black man accused of harassing a white girl in the 1950s. I had never heard of this story before. Being a black man who grew up in a white school district, then the elves started to rush me, and they all picked me up and started chanting the N-word while carrying me. Now, the great thing about these stories is no one can ever verify them. There's no evidence of it. It's the perfect hate crime. No one can say that didn't happen because it's all in your head. We already know it didn't happen. Oh my God. The elves threw me down a black hole and I continued to fall for about 10 minutes until my trip ended. Bro, none of that's real. They didn't say the N-word at you and you didn't fall down a black hole. I love this. This is great. This is one of my favorite articles we've read so far. Oh, hey, Callie Unknown. Glad to have you here, man. Anti-black spiritual warfare. One possible explanation for racist incidents while taking DMT is that the occurrence of racist DMT entities isn't merely accidental or coincidental. Learning that the Latinx... Ugh. Dude, it's not Latinx, you fucking racist. We already discussed this, it's a indigenous Central American drug of DMT and ayahuasca. It's not Latinx. They appropriate it. It's completely outside of the realm of possibility that these racist entities are extensions of conflicts happening in the everyday realm. A sort of spiritual turf war going on between blacks and the Latinx community. This is the inevitable direct result of white supremacy. There it is, guys. There it is, white supremacy. You're wondering how long it'd take. We can definitely say this. We can definitely say this. Guys, I gotta tell you, I ran this chat bot. Okay. I have this thing called ChatGPT, and I put this article in here, and I told it to summarize it. And this is what the AI says. It's not accurate to say DMTs are racist. Entities are racist. As they are not sentient beings and therefore cannot hold discriminatory beliefs or attitude. This is a personal experience reported by people of color and is not a scientific fact. It's worth noting that people's experiences of psychedelic substances can be shaped by a wide variety of factors, including prior beliefs and expectations, culture, context, individual psychology, as well as the substance itself. DMT can cause hallucinations and delusions, but this does not mean that the hallucinations and delusions are real or that the entities encountered during a DMT trip are real. Additionally, there is no scientific evidence to support the claim that DMT entities hold racist attitudes or have different experiences based on a person's race. Back to the article. What? Oh, see. This is in the inevitable direct result of white supremacy. We can definitively say that this is because it's something that only we can definitively say this because it's something that only not that happens not only in the realm of spiritual but also in the realm of physical. White men take all the resources and land, leaving Latino and black communities to fight amongst themselves for scraps. Ideally, both groups would band together to fight their oppressor. Dude, look at this fucking shit. That's why they want white people to become a minority, so that all the groups will band together and fight their oppressor. But that's not the case as long as the waters are muddied and we all fight each other. Still, let's not discount the fact that some Latino men are willing militants in the fight for white supremacy. Just look at the recent shootings in U.S. community committed by Latino men. Yes, Latino men might have some intersecting oppressions of their own, but they're still favored in the patriarchal white supremacist system over blacks who are at the bottom. Another possible explanation for racist DMT experiences is that some black folks, specifically the type of people who are male and would like to watch Joe Rogan. Oh my God. Holy crap. Whoa, we're calling all black Joe Rogan fans racist against themselves. Okay. Another possible explanation for racist DMT experiences is that some black folks, specifically the type of black people who are male and would watch someone like Joe Rogan, are just subconsciously racist against fellow black people. The occurrence of these racist DMT elves could only be the result of internalized oppression felt by lonely incel black men and teenagers who are convinced by their racist right friends to consume racist media like Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson. Oh my God, this article is just hitting up all the buzzwords. That's amazing. DMT, yeah, man, black people can't be racist. Didn't you get the memo? DMT entities then dance to their subconscious tune like a black-face minstrel show of the old. Also, consider that one table with racist and one group of the other people is actually a table full of racist people. If you choose to associate yourself with racists and tolerate racism, then you're a racist too. This also applies to the spiritual world. If you choose to surround yourself with racist DMT creatures and keep returning to their realm, then by Occam's razor, that means you're racist too, even if you're a black man. No, see right here, we just learned it. We just learned that black people can be racist only if they do DMT. Are DMT beings AI? Pfft, this is stupid. The idea that we are living in a simulation is fairly credible scientific theory at this point. Okay. Simulation theory suggests the probability of our existence being derived from one of billions inside of a physical universe is much higher than the probability of being a physical intelligence in a root universe. Yes. In addition to probability, there also is evidence that the universe around us doesn't really exist until we observe it. I think I've heard that a possibility too, actually. Not spending processing power. Dude, this is literally from fucking Scott Adams. Like, seriously. Not spending processing power on what you don't need to render is basic video game optimization technique. There's a lot of similar theories, and you should do your own research. The point is that there is a possibility that the reality we know isn't reality. If it's okay, what about the racist DMT creatures though? If simulation theory is real, what does that make DMT entities? Are they part of the simulation too? I think the easiest explanation here is that DMT entities are kind of NPCs or robots, AI programs. This explanation is like the truth because we already know that AI programs are inherently racist. DMT being linked to AI isn't a novel concept I just came up with. There are numerous related anecdotes. Okay. DMT entities being AI problems would further prove that we are living in a system of systemic racism. I mean, yeah, if we're living in a simulation and it's actually programmed to be racist against black people, then sure, I'll admit that that's finally systemic racism. But then we have to admit that there's a God then called the AI computer system we live in. Yeah, fucking, you're gonna have an end of world apocalypse at that point when we finally realize if we're living in a simulation or not. Like, what the fuck? The creators of simulation literally created racist AI entities to torment black folks, as if it wasn't enough. They created a world of inherently racist in all other aspects. Oh, black people are the eternal victims of the world, according to this author. Whatever truth the DMT elves really is, whatever the full truth of the DMT elves really is, God, whatever the full truth of these really are, we have just one piece of advice for black folks. Please stay away from this drug. It's not safe from us. Twas ever thus. Dude, black people, please don't do DMT, this author says. You can smoke the weed. You can do all the other ones. Just don't do that mind-opening drug of DMT, because Joe Rogan and white people like it. What does this say? It's comments here. I'd like to point out, as all psychonauts are well aware of, tripping 101, you might say, but we can get very rough trips. No matter the race, deep psychology truths are revealing and astonishing detail and realism, and it's up to us to answer it, to confront it, and ultimately fix the issue, because it is, always, will be up to your own perceptions to build their reality. I just read this piece, and as someone who's experienced with the subject, I just want to place an educated comment, but alas, trolls. I want to rebut the claim that the realm is racist. When users enter the realm, they're subject to their subconscious. Yeah, but the person's saying that they're suffering from internalized racism. And DMT is not a drug meant to get you high. Yeah, I agree. It's a medicine. Anyways, I'm going to end this topic here. If you guys like this type of stuff, please leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends. Radically Moderate out of here. All right, that was a pretty good article. I like that one. Let's see here. I'm dying laughing. Wait. My racist for the love of God. If we live in a simulation, we can use our minds to change reality. Therefore, racism exists. It's all in our heads. Oh, we can make racism exist and not exist at the same time. Let's see here. What other things that I want to talk about? Is that the one? Oh, we did that one already. All right, guys. Come on. We all know this is a giant sham. U.S. Safety Agency to consider ban on gas stoves amid health fears. We know what this really is about. They're trying to take away our energy independence and make us dependent on electricity. We've seen the studies. They're trying to say that cooking with gas is unsafe because of particulates in the air. No, the problem is poor ventilation. And technically, even if electric stove, poor ventilation is bad and can cause cancer, which is what they're trying to say here. Can we get an article? There we go. A federal agency says a ban on gas stoves is on the table amid rising concerns about harmful indoor air pollutants caused by the appliances. No, they're trying to say it's like a global warming thing. Come on. The plan takes action to address pollution, which can cause health and respiratory problems. This is a hidden hazard, the agency commissioner said. Any option is on the table. Products that can't be made safe can be banned. The natural gas stove, which is used in about 40% of U.S. homes, emits pollutants such as nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, and fine particulate matters at EPA. It says are unsafe and linked to respiratory illness. According to Reboop, Institute for Policy and American Chemical Safety. Consumer Reports in October urged consumers banning and applying a new range to consider going electric after tests concluded a group found high levels of nitrogen oxide from gas stoves. Oh my God. A new peer-reviewed research published last month in some journal found more than 12% of current childhood asthma cases can be attributed to the use of the stove. I call bull shizzle. There's about a 50... No, bro, not having pets in your house, not letting your child eat dirt causes asthma and... What's the other one? Allergies. You gotta let your kids eat dirt and fucking lick the floor. Otherwise, they're gonna be like these people who have asthma from nothing. There's there's about 50 years of health studies showing that gas stoves are bad for our health. They're probably one of the best forms of energy there is, honestly. The strongest evidence is on children and children's asthma. Bet you it's not that at all, man. Carbon, it's probably it's probably a lifestyle change. Children spending even more time indoors. That's what's really causing the asthma. A manager in the Carbon Free Building Program for a nonprofit, RMI, says we have a gas connection. We have polluting. By having a gas connection, we have polluting inside the homes. Oh my God. Our electric grid can't sustain a ban in gas. God made dirt. Dirt don't hurt. That's a good one. Let's see here. Lawmakers have weighed in, asking Commission to consider requiring warning labels on wow. Later, the agency in December urged action and called gas stove emissions cumulative burden on Black, Latino, and low-income households that traditionally experience air pollution. I don't know about you guys, but I always thought gas stoves were kind of like a luxury fancy thing. Like, I never had a gas stove ever, and I'm like a poor person. So I always thought like those fancy stoves were gas ones. And so to say that like low income people they're suffering by the use of the gas stove, I'm jealous. I wish I had a gas stove. Consumers who want to switch from gas to electric could get some help from a massive climate spending bill. Oh, no wonder why. Oh my God. Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers reports, which represents gas range manufacturers, Whirlpool, says that the cooking produces emissions and harmful byproducts no matter what kind of stove is used. Ventilation is really where the discussion should be had rather than banning a particular type of technology. Banning one type of cooking appliance is not going to address the concerns about indoor air quality. We need some behavior change from people to turn their hoods on when they're cooking. And that's about it. They are trying to take away your update of the 14th paragraph Republican reaction. Meanwhile, Republicans criticize the move of potentially government overreach. Now let's see here. They can ban cigarettes in automobiles long before, it moved to address climate change. Anyways, I'm bored of this article. If you guys like this type of stuff, leave a like down below, subscribe, share for friends. Radically Moderate out of here. Yeah, bored of that article really fast. So there's a new Harry Potter game coming out. I remember playing the first Harry Potter game in 2001. Look at those graphics, guys. They were something else. And now we have the new Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy, coming out. What's this, 22 years later? They're using the Unreal 5 engine. The game looks absolutely stunning. But a lot of changed to Harry Potter since in 22 years. J.K. Rowling is now hated by lefties instead of being loved. So, when there's a new Harry Potter video game, which I don't know how much... Anybody know how much hands on J.K. Rowling? Did she write the plot for the new video game? People are review bombing it. So, in Steam, you can tag the game however you want. This are some of the tags people are putting on this Harry Potter wizarding video game. Not safe for work, villain protagonist, capitalism. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be an own. It's an own. Oh my God, the game's so bad. It's about capitalism. Oh my God, no, not the. I'm sorry. I'm offended by this use of capitalism. Oh, all right, let me make my screen black here for a second. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna turn on my Steam just for a little bit here. Let's see here. I'll set a crop on the top here. Okay. Turn that back on. Okay, so we got Steam here. Okay, everybody. Cap. It'll. Type capital. They're actual capital simulation games. Ooh, Homeworld 3? What? Oh, dude, I can't wait for that to come out. Where's the capital games? Capitalism Lab. CEO? No, where's the capitalism games? Maybe I'm looking right at them. I thought they had capitalism in their title. Capitalism 2, Capitalism Plus, Capitalism Complete Pack. This is a capitalism game. Like, oh, you're gonna review bomb Harry Potter with capitalism. Like, there's actual nerds out there who want an actual capitalism game with like graphs, numbers, stocks, financial reports. This is a capitalism game. It looks incredibly boring. I don't know why you would tag a capitalism game, use a capitalism tag on a Harry Potter game like it's an own. I'm going to be searching capitalism games, and Harry Potter Legacy is going to come up. All you're doing is essentially getting that game more views. You should actually be using the least amount of tags possible on it instead of tagging it capitalism. Can you believe that? I'll go back to the other tags here. Capitalism, transphobic, Nazis, anti-Semitism, anti-Semitic, hashtag not my Harry Potter, Karen's game, dead dove, do not eat, bigotry, turf, J.K. Rowling's a turf. If anything, there were some other ones I saw before where it said villain protagonist, capitalism, and genocide simulator. Oh. I mean, people are like, way to make a game sound awesome. Genocide simulator? What? I'm still buying Hogwarts Legacy just to watch people complain about it now. Plays Hogwarts. This is my favorite one. Plays Hogwarts Legacy once. Oh, man. Can we... Oh, dude. We're going to turn this review into a Hogwarts Legacy review now. Hogwarts Legacy. That's what this is becoming. We got any new videos? What's this, 12 hours ago? Ooh, we got new gameplay. We got an ad.
We've got some new gameplay for Hogwarts Legacy showcasing new uses for some of our spells. We also got a first look at a new mount, extra details from December's gameplay showcase, a potential tease for post-launch content, and way more to discuss.
Wow.
If you are excited for Hogwarts Legacy and enjoy the content here on the channel, soul and once in combat to pull an enemy towards you. So it's a really versatile spell that has uses both in and out of combat, and it's certainly not the only one, because we also got some new gameplay with the fiery Incendio spell in action. And again, what's interesting here is that we get to see the spell used for multiple purposes.
It looks so good.
First, the player uses it to light a torch on the wall, which I wonder what the...
This guy's nerding it up a little bit much for me. New mount and mounted combat?
Sure, and...
Potion brewing?
I think both of these are drops from enemies.
Underwater exploration.
Go on Twitter note that there are also objective markers in the middle of bodies of water, which adds...
I can't wait. It's coming out in like a month, and that's why everyone's so mad at it. All right. You guys like to subscribe, leave a like, and subscribe, share for friends, radically moderate out of here. Alright guys, it's time for our NPR Carrying Water for the Biden article. Biden says he was surprised to learn classified documents were at his old office. We'll see about that. I'm just gonna jump right to the part where they do the whataboutism. Okay. Why is this different from the documents seized at Mar-a-Lago? Well, because Trump's an evil person and Joe Biden isn't. That's about what it comes down to, right? That's what the Democrats think. Donald Trump is evil in his heart and Biden doesn't. So when Donald Trump is hiding stuff, when Donald Trump doesn't, whatever they accuse him of, it's because he's evil and was hiding stuff. But Joe Biden, he's got dementia. Give him a break. News of the documents in DOJ review come as former DOJ Integrity Chief Jack Smith is investigating potential mishandling of classified documents by former President Donald Trump. These documents were seized from Trump's... Hold on. Mishandling, potential. See what it's saying? There's potential mishandling. It's not... Look at how they're doing the soft language. So it's not mishandling. Because you'd call it mishandling if it actually was mishandling. Because that'd be a crime. But it's potential. And technically, they're not even classified documents. They're presidential records. Which, the president's allowed to have personal records, right? But these documents received from Trump's home last August. Smith is also looking into aspects of January 6th attack. But there's some big difference between Trump's and Biden's case. Oh, see, it's bad when Trump does it. It's okay when Biden does. First, Biden's attorneys said they discovered the documents and turned them over immediately. They weren't even documents the archive was looking for. Still, you just left classified documents unsecured in some random closet somewhere that was controlled by the Chinese. Oh, I mean, they were left in some university's closet it's some think tank that gets a shit ton of money from the Chinese. My bad. I'll correct myself. Contrasted with Trump, evil, naughty Trump, who not only were there far more documents. Oh, you see, the number of documents is the crime. There was like 160 things, including all the little napkins Trump had wrote on. More than 160 compared to the small number of Biden's lawyers said they discovered. I would want to know the actual small number. Tell me the number of pages. Liars. The Justice Department says Trump's team did not turn over documents despite multiple attempts. Trump's team claims he doesn't have to turn them over. Trump took to his social media platform, Truth Social, Monday night, where he posted, "When is the FBI going to raid the many homes of Joe Biden, perhaps even the White House? These documents were definitely not declassified. However, there is no need for the FBI to search these documents. Biden's team willingly gave them over without prompting." Yeah, but the fact is, he had all these documents the whole time that he should have handed over. Now we're asking, is there more? And your instantly assumption is, there couldn't possibly be more. That's impossible. He handed everything over already. Except for the stuff he didn't do this whole fucking time, the last 6 years, which in theory could be happening again right now, but you don't know. You're carrying water for Biden. Biden's team willingly gave the documents without prompting. Compared to Trump's team, whose Florida home was searched only after it was discovered Trump hadn't turned everything over. This isn't stopping Republicans from spinning this and trying to muddy the waters to help Trump give political cover. Representative James Comer of the House Oversight Committee sent letters Tuesday to the National Archive asking about his concerns of the revealed documents. And there's a lot of words here, but let's go to the Vox article. Biden now has his own declassified documents problem. Here's how it's compared to Trump's. Biden documentation briefly explained. Yep, the UPenn, the history behind it. Okay, no, why is it different? Briefly explained. And so the differences between the two far. There were purportedly 10 documents of classified markings at the Penn Biden Center. Were over 300 at Mar-a-Lago. Oh my God. Some of the Mar-a-Lago documents were reportedly very sensitive. Like what? Involving intelligence about Iran and China. Some of the Biden Center were intelligence briefing materials, politically sensitive about countries like Ukraine. Okay, we still don't know how bad. Until we know what they actually said, I can't determine which one's worse. Biden's team claims to have returned the documents as soon as they discovered them, volunteering them. When Trump asked by the archives to return missing documents, he gave back some, but fought hard against returning others, including reportedly ordering some boxes moved to hide them from the visiting government officials. Trump, Trump insisted the class. Oh, so see, Trump, he fought hard against returning them, but still returned them. Trump insisted classified documents be kept at Mar-a-Lago. Biden's level of involvement in keeping documents is unclear. But they were reportedly found among other personal documents of his. So he knew about it. Investigators believe Trump's motive in retaining documents was his ego. Well, it's Investigators read Trump's mind, and they know he had evil intentions. There you go, guys. That's how Vox and NPR are spinning this. Trump's bad, Biden's okay. You like this type of commentary? Leave a like down below, subscribe, share with your friends. Radically Moderate out of here. Oh, dude, this is I'm getting back in the groove again. So, Vox, popular men's right advocate publication. How Andrew Tate sells men on toxic masculinity. Millions of men admire the internet misogynist Andrew Tate. Don't ask why. No, don't ask if there's like, dude, I learned this in like basic sociology. It was about like group theory. You have our institutions. Society's made up of institutions, and if one institution starts dropping the ball, another institution will start picking that up. We used to have the institution of the church that would like teach morality. Then that kind of fell to the wayside. Now we got schools trying to teach morality. The government's trying to teach morality to the kids. And so you got online people like Andrew Tate trying to tell the morality to young men. But it doesn't go in line of the matrix, as he would say. The leftist worldview, the commies, anything that's anti-commie is misogynistic pretty much. And racist, let's not forget that. While espousing motivational message about fitness and financial well-being, controversial influencer is also a self-described misogynist, male advocate, male supremacist who celebrates violence against women. I want to see that clip. That sounds hilarious. I don't think it happened, but it'd be funny to watch. Even though he's been banned off TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, he's gained a massive following online for video clips posted by his fans that garner millions of views. On Twitter, he has almost 4 million followers. 36-year-old American-born. Okay, so tell me about. That's it. Who? Wait, what is this? Is this a conversation? Wait a second. Tate is one of many figures who make a manosphere internet ecosystem that combines self-improvement advice with casual, sometimes violent misogyny. Robert Lawson, associate professor, a social linguist at Brigham University in the UK, and author of the forthcoming book Language and Mediated Masculinities, studies how men communicate with each other online. He spoke today. Why Andrew Tate appeals to some misogynistic men today. Why do men like guys that support men's rights? Don't they know that men have it good and they should just quit complaining? When did you become aware of Andrew Tate? Okay, this conversation's gonna be so lame. I can't do that. We're dipping out of that one, guys. Sorry. No, you're right. He does kind of remind me of Shirley. Elon Musk went from being like Henry Ford in a good way to a bad way. This isn't the first time a car maker has endangered his empire just to share his bad takes. Woo, boy. I mean, to put things fairly. Oh, God, we're going to talk about how Ford had that newspaper in, where was it, Detroit? What was it called? He wrote a couple books. Elon Musk got to write some books. I would read his book. Running a car company has to feel a little dull once you become the richest people on the planet. But your wealth gives you options. You can buy a media platform, for instance, where you can bully marginalized group of people or forge new friends with fringe characters, sharing half-baked views on international affairs too. When you're this rich, even your reprehensible takes get serious tension. Um, why shouldn't reprehensible takes get serious attention? Why shouldn't they? But be warned, all this might be fun for you, but it could spell disaster for the car company that generated you riches in the first place. Oh, Elon Musk. Listen, Elon Musk, I know you're like you're one of the richest people in the world, and you might have started your own car company or not. You bought it, but you branded it and you marketed it really well. But I'm gonna tell you that you're gonna lose it all because I know more than you as a Slate journalist. That's what's happening right here. A Slate journalist is telling the richest guy in the world that he's going to lose all of his money because the Slate journalist has better financial advice. I'm talking, of course, about Henry Ford, the founder of the car company that bears his name. It would also be too hard to overstate his influence on corporate America. The national zeitgeist a century ago, he ultimately damaged, let's see, the resemblance to a certain publicly craving. Let's see here. Unlike Elon Musk, Ford did not grow up rich. He was raised on a farm in rural Michigan. Ford met his wife and loyal companion, Claire J. Bennett, when he was 20. He called their wedding the greatest day of my life. Russ's romantic life is more complicated, and only Ford actually founded his car company that made him one of those people. Thanks to the lawsuit, and they're shitting on him. Musk didn't even found Tesla. He only bought it. So, Ford's business accomplishments are the stuff of legend. Why are you talking up an anti-Semite like this? Musk, for his part, was credited at making the electric vehicle cool instead of dorky, starting with the release of the Roadster in 2008. And that's what they're saying. Well, where is he? Where is the good stuff? But then Henry Ford's life took a grim turn towards bigotry. In 1918, Ford bought a local newspaper in Dearborn, the Dearborn Independent. At the time, when hundreds of thousands of Jews were fleeing pogroms in Europe, the paper published a torrent of vicious anti-Semitism, such as the infamous Protocols of the Elders of Zion and a series titled The International Jew, The World's Problem. According to Stephen Watt's book, The People's Tycoon, the resulting backlash included condemnation from former presidents William Taft, Woodrow Wilson, and at least one Ford dealership in Iowa, ending its relationship with the company. Okay, so Musk, for his part, bought Twitter last year and now wields it as a weapon against the woke mind virus. Oh, they hate that. They hate it. Transgender people have been a frequent target. Musk tweeted out that pronouns suck. Oh my God. And last month, San Francisco Chronicle accused him of leaning into transphobia. Oh, well, if a San Francisco Chronicle says, listen, if a newspaper says something, it's true. Exactly, that's exactly how it was when Ford bought the Dearborn Independent, and everything that newspaper published was true. You see? Because once the newspaper puts it out there, it has to be 100% true, including the Protocols of Elders of Zion and the International Jew. Because you're quoting a newspaper that says Elon Musk is leaning into transphobia, so I can quote a different newspaper that says differently. See how this works? You're not this like fake. Oh, look, the San Francisco Chronicle accused him of transphobia. Heavens, the megalord. And then there are the international affairs, an area where Musk has recently dabbled disastrously. Here to Henry Ford did it first. Given Ford's loathing of Jews, his affinity for Nazi Germany was so surprising. In 1938, Ford became the first American to accept the Third Reich's top honor for a foreigner, the Grand Cross of the Supreme Order of the German Eagle. Wow, based. The warm feelings were reciprocated. Hitler, at one point, kept a portrait of Ford in his office, calling him my inspiration. Okay. In his book, Watts described how Ford did everything he could to keep the United States out of World War II, including authoring articles touting isolationism and joining Charles Lindbergh in the infamous America First Committee that blamed the United Kingdom and Jews for trying to drag U.S. into the war. Well, It was those goddamn Pearl Harbor that they let happen instead that dragged us into the war. A fucking they Pearl Harbor didn't have to happen. We were dragged into World War II. Ford infuriated that Roosevelt administration by reneging on an agreement to manufacture engines for Great Britain. Only after Pearl Harbor did Ford quietly change course, converted companies' factories for wartime production. Musk, too, is getting ready to help Nazi Germany. What are you going to say about this shit? Hold on. Musk, too, has developed warm relations from one of the most despicable people of his era. Since buying Twitter, he has invited Nazis back on the platform. All right, let's cite this. What is this? He's turning into a haven for Nazis. He has welcomed back neo-Nazis onto the platform. Okay, who's the neo-Nazi? Musk and his reply guys are getting more and more bold with the far-right dog whistles. Been thinking about this 14 times daily. I wonder what Earth will look like 88 million years from now. Oh my god. Dude. What the fuck was Elon thinking when he tweeted that? I wonder what the Earth will look like 88 million. What does 88 million years from now mean? What a weird number. 88? Okay, we're back. What? Okay, a bunch of fake bots said, oh my god. Hey man, there it is. Hey, listen, if it's unclear if Musk knows that in extremist circles, 88 is a well-known code for Heil Hitler. But his followers certainly took his use of the number to being a sign he was speaking to them. You see, if crazy people say the president is speaking to them, or Elon is speaking to them in code, we listen to the crazy people because it makes us look good. That's literally what's going on here. The number of the 14 in many ways, the 14 word, but Musk's use of the figure 88 was just one of multiple recent instances of his posts exciting Twitter's white supremacist user base. The next day, Musk got in a Twitter dispute with retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman, who had posted a message to do. Let's see here. In response, Musk called Vindman both a puppet and a puppeteer. As the ADL said, pointed out last month, even if no anti-Semitic insinuation is intended, casting a Jewish individual as a puppet master who manipulates national events perpetuates anti-Semitic tropes. So, ADL is saying you're not allowed to call Jewish people puppet masters, even if they're literally a puppet master. Okay. On Monday, Musk tweeted a picture of Anthem Gainat, a notorious far picture troll who's known as Baked Alaska. Oh! Saluting the McDonald's flag. Someone once pointed out to Musk who was in the picture. He deleted it. Once someone pointed out that it was Baked Alaska, he deleted it. Man, you really got him. That's some hard evidences of racism. Gannat said he wished Trump would do. Who's this? Here's Gannat. Okay, again, Baked Alaska. Hours after Musk deleted a picture of Baked Alaska, he posted a Pepe Frog, which suggested a PSYOP was underway to undermine his control of Twitter. Pepe the Frog is a notorious anti-Semitic meme. Though Musk could argue he didn't realize what he was posting, Seagal argues that even if it's not intentional, Musk should still be aware of what he's doing by just looking at his reply. You think Musk reads his fucking replies? It's mostly just like fucking Antifa liberal commies just calling him out. You're banning us because we want to organize violent actions on Twitter. That's what's happening here. Hey, nice to see you, man. Welcome back. Dude, yes. If you guys, never mind. We'll go back to the story. Now that Musk controls Twitter, white supremacists have been allowed back into the platform. Bro, white supremacists were always allowed on the platform. And you know what? There's more white supremacists on fucking Facebook than on Twitter. So get out of here. Facebook has... No, Twitter has... No. There are more racists on Facebook than any other platform. But you don't care about that because Facebook touts the Democratic Party line. Musk said he wants to grab general amnesty that counts the banned as long as they haven't broke the law. Oh my... Free speech? On a free speech platform? That's crazy. A process reinstating these counts has already begun. According to the platformer, 62,000 accounts, over which 10,000 are already assessed for reinstatement. But Musk Twitter has already also reinstated a known white supremacist account and given them added authority of a blue check mark by letting them sign up for Twitter's $8 a month blue service. Oh, listen. Twitter's racist because they let racist people give them money. That you can't do that. You're not supposed to accept racist people's money. Among those who have blue check marks are white nationalist Jason Kessler, organizer of White the Right, and Richard Spencer, well-known white nationalist who's been on CNN. CNN correspondent Richard Spencer. Let's not forget that. Why did CNN platform white nationalist Richard Spencer? Is CNN a white nationalist network now? I don't know. You be the judge. Among the accounts back on Twitter, Musk control are Brett Stevens, far right, who praised the 2011 murderers of 77 people in Norway by convicted tourists who given... Okay. That's... Do you have anything else? Okay, we're almost at the end of the article. For experts who track online hate speech, the most concerning aspect of Musk's behavior is whether or not he's doing all this intentionally, but extremists who lionize him believe that he's now firmly on their side. That's the worst part of all. We were trying to demoralize these racist people, the people we hate, the dredges of society. We're trying to just smash them and put the boot on their neck. But now they have hope, and they think Elon Musk is their guy? That's terrible. It's unclear whether Musk is consciously nodding towards extremists, Jared Holt said, senior faggot at the Institute for Strategic Dialogue, told Vice News. What is clear is that extremists think that he is. Since Musk purchased and took over Twitter, far-right communities have celebrated Musk's perspectives and sympathies to their causes. Musk has done little to dissuade their impressions. That's mind reading. But it doesn't matter. I mean, if he says he's going to be neutral, whatever. Let's continue. Rather, he has spent his time engaging with far-right personalities, recycling their tropes, and entertaining their grievances. After being banned from Twitter and other platforms, many extremist communities were relegated to smaller platforms, such groups as Grab and Telegram. But now that they're back on Twitter, Musk's statements indicate he may reinstate previously banned accounts that have also entered his far-right communities, who have interpreted Musk's tweets as a hall pass to engage in more intense trolling and hate, Holt said. Whether Musk is consciously doing it or not, it has the same effect, agitating and exciting toxic internet subcultures. Awesome. I love it. If it pisses off commies, I love it. Good. Fucking cry some more. If you guys like this type of content, leave a like down below, subscribe, share with your friends. Fucking commies. Let's see here. Social Security and CRT. So, I was watching MSNBC the other day, and they said that this guy, Byron Donalds, is a black white supremacist. He may be a black man, but he's a white supremacist wearing black skin.
My friend Jody Arrington, who's going to chair budget, he wants to look into the budget and also look into entitlements. Do you know that Social Security is going to be insolvent in 2035?
It is not going to be. That is not true. That is actually not true. No, it's actually not true.
Joy,
it's actually not true. It's actually not. But it's
Why is she talking over a black man? Is this how they treat all black man representatives on MSNBC?
The financial community.
That's actually not true.
Social Security will go insolvent.
That's actually not true. That's actually not true. That's actually not true.
What the Republican Party and what the Tea Party have proposed is privatizing Social Security, which would actually subject Social Security to the whims of the market, which I don't think that people. That's not what they paid into. No,
if you look at the returns of the S&P 500,
I got a giant hairy cunt. It's so nasty looking. Let me tell you about it.
The returns of the S&P 500 since 2006.
You're saying so you okay? So
you're saying I have a giant hairy cunt?
I want to explain to you. I am a financial professional. I'm securities licensed. Actually, I just lost my licenses because I'm not allowed to trade anymore because I'm a member of Congress. But let me assure you, if you look at the S&P 500 from 2006 until today, the growth rate in the S&P 500 would have more than taken care of Social Security, way more than the federal government
And
has.
each time that you had a crash, it would subject people's Social Security funds to a crash. Hold on a second. So let me just hold on a second. We're not going to have a whole long thing on Social Security, but let me just be clear. You are in favor of privatizing Social Security.
No, I'm not in favor.
But you just argued for it.
I said you brought it up, and I brought you the facts.
But you
on S&P 500.
So if a bill came forward to privatize Social Security, you'd be for it.
No, because what we should be doing.
Okay, then it's a moot point. Then it's a moot point.
It's not a moot point. You're trying to put words in my mouth.
But you just explained that the S&P would be a better return than Social Security.
Better returns.
So then you're for privatizing.
That is a fact.
Okay, so
don't cheapen privatization when the data is crystal clear that the returns would have been better.
Okay, you're for it. You've said that you're for it.
That means that it would have been a better situation than what we've seen to this point.
One, sir. You defend voting.
Look at this edit cut. What happened here? Ooh. I bet you he started winning the argument.
Laws that said getting rid of ballot harvesting is a good thing that we did. So you've defended the Florida voting laws.
And you've actually laws in the country.
The Florida voting laws?
Florida election laws are the best election laws in the country. And go ask Arizona, go ask California, go ask New York. We do it the best.
Okay, all right. And you've defended and actually have co-sponsored 2 pieces of legislation opposing critical race theory. What is critical race theory in your view?
It doesn't exist, first of all. Critical race theory? How can you be opposed to it when it doesn't even exist? They don't even teach that in schools. Don't you know critical race theory is a legal, it's like an obscure legal theory? They don't teach that in schools. What are you fucking stupid? What are you, a dumbass? Some dumb.
Oh, critical race theory actually comes from critical theory. And essentially what it does at the graduate level, it talks about the implications of racial policies in the past in American history, their impact on society today.
The impact on law.
Hold on. The issue with critical race theory, if you distill it down into K-12 education, is you do not have the ability to have the detailed conversation of critical race theory at the graduate level. And so here's my question. If it seeps down into K-12 education, is it stuff that students are not prepared to be dealing with? Shouldn't students just be learning about reading, writing, and arithmetic?
And so you don't believe that students should be learning about the racial history of the country? Because critical race theory is not taught. Hold on. Critical race theory is not taught in a single K through 12 school.
That's not true.
One moment. It's a legal theory that's taught in law schools.
Bro, that's what he just fucking said. I hate this fucking bitch so much. He just said it was a legal theory taught in law schools. I said it was a legal theory taught in law schools. And you're acting like, it's taught in law schools. They don't teach it in kids. Then you'd have no problem with us banning it from being taught to kids then, right?
We're going to have to come back and continue this conversation. We're actually literally out of time. They're telling me you have to go.
Okay.
Critical race theory is not taught in our schools. And learning about racial history actually would be good for
It's your show. I'm going to give you the last word, but we're going to do this again.
We can come.
Let's see here. Let's see. Reed jumped back and asked if Donald believes students should learn about racial history in school, and then repeated the false claim critical race theory is not taught in a single K-12 school. After Reed claimed we're out of time, and gentleman responded, "It's your show. I'm going to give you the last word, but we're going to do this again." Man, that's some gaslighting right there. They will lie to your face. We're not teaching your child critical race theory. That's an obscure legal theory. We're only teaching them the practice of it, the practical applications. We're only giving them like a math problem that says, Jerome is systemically racist against 14% of the time more than his classmates. So pretend his classmates only experience 50% racism, and Jerome has 50% more racism because he's black. How much racism does he experience? That's critical race theory praxis. But I feel like I'm preaching to the choir right now. You guys know that. I hate. All right, next topic. Happy place. Fucking hate her so much. God, that lady's a demon. Do we have any more topics? Okay. Last topic for tonight. Twitchy. Wisconsin public school cancels drag show after anti-LGBTQ libs of TikTok tweeted about it. Salute to you. Salute libs of TikTok. Good job. You saved Wisconsin. Let's see here. Breaking. School in Wisconsin cancels drag show for students. The usual, they cite safety concerns. Of course, can't provide any evidence of said safety concerns. Only safety concern is for children who are being exposed to inappropriate adult entertainment in school. Madison East High School. Madison, Madtown is doing this, man. I've been to Madison. I like Madison. It's a fucking beautiful town. Between the two lakes there. Of course, Madison is a highly progressive city, though. Wasn't like critical race theory founded in Madison, like in 1990 or 89? Doesn't matter. So what do we got here? Child drag show. They had that Negro rock they had to get rid of because it was racist. They had a rock at University of Madison. They had to get rid of it because people used to call it the N-word rock because it was a weird shape for a big thing. And they're like, oh, this is a racist rock. We got to get rid of it. Let's see here. Drag show. Thursday, January 19th, 5 to 8 p.m. What the hell? Latino Parent Night. No school MLK Junior holiday. No school staff only. I'm proud to highlight our Gender and Sexuality Alliance. It used to be Gay Straight Alliance. Now it's Gender Sexuality Alliance. Wow. Look how they changed the GSA. My wife would say that she was a proud member of the GSA and she was an ally. And now it's the Gender and Sexuality Alliance. Organization for all of hard work they do to promote and support of an inclusive environment. Our GSA has been working hard to plan East's first annual family-friendly drag show intended to celebrate, affirm, and support East High School students and staff in our LGBTQIA+, as well as the larger school community. The drag show is scheduled for the evening of January 19th. The community is invited. Is this the lady who's fucking molesting the kids? God, what a creep. This was written by a drag queen. The purpose of Drag for Kids is to teach them to live queerly, introduce them to queer pedagogy. This is what Madison Area School District is doing. What does it say? In recent years, the program for young children called Drag Queen Story Hour has risen simultaneously popular controversy. This article, written collaboratively by an education scholar and a drag queen involved in organizing Drag Queen Story Hour, contextualizes the program within the landscape of gender education, as well as within our society drag, and argues that the Drag Queen Story Hour provides a generative extension of queer pedagogy into the world of early childhood education. Drawing on the work of Jose Esteban Munoz, the author discusses 5 interrelated elements of Drag Queen Story Hour. I feel like I'm reading James Lindsay shit now. It's a little too much for me. Oof. Yeah, I agree. It's a win. I'm glad they canceled it. Glad to see the groomer event has been canceled. So that means the safety of the children Maybe they mean safety of the children from groomers. Oh my God, this is disgusting. Fucking groomers. Let's watch Neil deGrasse Tyson throw a fit over interview questions about COVID vaccine efficiency.
Oh, your own body. Your own body.
If you want to get an abortion.
Very calm black science man's going to explain science to us.
An abortion. If I want to get the vaccine, I get to choose. So you can't force. If I can't force you to get an abortion, you shouldn't be able to force me to get
Because it's not about you. It's about people you interact with. And that's the social contract of public health.
We don't even know if the vaccine worked or not at the time.
Yeah. That's what the trials are, dude.
No, we did not know if the vaccines worked at the time. What are you talking about?
That's why these trials. Are you missing data out there?
But let me ask you a question. Are we saying only one type of scientists are?
That's why Pfizer sued to keep all the research data hidden for 75 years because it's so safe and effective.
Right.
No, we're saying that the system in place.
The 16,000 that signed that.
No.
The 16,000 doctors who disagreed with the COVID vaccine mandates. We don't care about those.
System in place to test vaccines. Yeah. There's an entire system that's in place. That
he's like shaking. He's so mad.
And all of it.
Yeah, and the average.
That's in place. Now you can say what you can say is, I have a better idea than all these review boards and all these agencies and the CDC. I have a better idea. Here's what you should do. And that would have made everything.
You see, I just follow all of the agencies and authorities. Whatever the government says is right, and I always obey it. That's why I inject myself 3 times a day in the ass.
Better. Okay, you can put forth that idea. But what I'm saying is,
needle.
In a case where you can contaminate someone else, it's not about you. It's about the collective
You're assuming
health.
You're assuming because somebody can take the vaccine, won't get COVID, which, by the way, I don't need to play the clips for you to see it, where everybody said, hey, if you get it, you're not going to get, if you take the vaccine, you're not going to get a Rachel Maddow, Joe Biden. I can give you Fauci. I can give
it was a whole thing. You need to get vaccinated. And once you get vaccinated, you won't have to worry about COVID anymore. But then there was a whole thing like, why did we have to ban unvaccinated people from places? Because they could be carrying COVID. But I have the vaccine. I'm protected against it, aren't I? Don't ask questions.
And you've seen these clips before. It's not like you've never seen it before.
Yeah, what happened?
They were wrong.
Hold on. So, the strain evolved.
But we're never going to learn about how safe the vaccine is unless we start giving it. That's just the way it goes. But we're never going to learn about how safe the vaccine is unless we start giving it. That's just the way it goes.
What?
If you don't get vaccinated, you're antisocial. This is what the Dutch Prime Minister and Health Minister told us. You don't get vaccinated just for yourself, but also for others. You do it for all of society. That's what I said. Today, this turned out to be complete nonsense. In a COVID hearing in the European Parliament, one of the Pfizer directors just admitted to me, at the time of introduction, the vaccine had never been tested on stopping the transmission of the virus. This removes the entire legal basis for the COVID passport. The COVID passport that led to massive institutional discrimination as people lost access to essential parts of society. I find this to be shocking, even criminal. Please watch the video until the end.
Voor u, mevrouw Small, heb ik de volgende vraag waar ik een duidelijk...
We got any other segments to cover? Oh, we got 3 viewers here. I just want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. Please click the like button. I greatly appreciate you guys being here. Let's do this. From Information Liberation, hero customer who shot armed robber at Houston taco joint ordered to face grand jury by Soros-funded DA. Now, my initial reaction to this is, the article is trying to make me seem like this is a bad thing because they're telling us it's a Soros-funded DA. Oh, it's Soros-funded, must be bad. And they probably are bad. But the fact they're not instantly charging this guy and instead giving it to a grand jury, I'm fine with that, actually. If every time the prosecutor wanted to charge somebody, they sent it to a grand jury instead, I'd actually really like that. That might be a fairer system in my book. Remove the prosecutor out of the hands of deciding whether someone's going to get charged for a crime or not. But a jury of your peers deciding whether the charge gets the Kyle Rittenhouse wouldn't have happened if they had a grand jury decide to charge Kyle or not. Right? Then we can avoid the whole trial process. A hero customer who shot and killed an armed robber in Houston taco joint last week has been ordered to face a grand jury by District Attorney Kim Ogg, a Soros-funded prosecutor who wants to let the career criminal, who appears to have let career criminals put him down and put him out on bond. From KTRK. A grand jury will decide whether an armed taqueria customer who shot and killed an armed robber last week in Houston, who is now being hailed a hero, will be criminally charged. Investigators said 46-year-old customer, who police have not identified because he's not under arrest, turned himself in and is cooperating with detectives. I would not have done that. I would have maybe returned an attorney. Maybe he did. Maybe he did get an attorney. But if you did that without contacting an attorney, bad move. Bad move. Unfortunately, our hero hired an attorney to defend him and exercise his right to remain silent. Good. His lawyer put forward the following statement. My client, who wishes to remain anonymous, was dining with his friend at El Ranchito Taqueria. As is seen in the video, the robber says, entered the restaurant and pointed a weapon at my client and many other customers, demanding money. In fear for his life and his friend's life, my client acted to protect everyone in the restaurant. In Texas, shooting is a justified in self-defense, defense of others, and defense of property. The customer has met with the Harris County DA's office, investigators, and the HPD homicide. He fully intends to continue cooperating with the ongoing investigation. When the investigation is complete, this case will be presented to a grand jury. We are confident the grand jury will conclude that shooting was justified under Texas law. This event has been very traumatic. Taking a human life is something he does not take lightly and will burden him the rest of his life. For that reason, he wishes to remain anonymous. Due to the overwhelming coverage, we ask the media and public to respect his privacy. Sure, fine, whatever. The thug he shot was a career criminal who should have been locked up in prison. Let's see here. 30-year-old Enrique Eugene Washington. Washington last name. Records show Washington had extensive criminal history and was out on bond. Oh my God. In 2015, he was convicted of a lesser charge of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 15 years of prison for shooting in connection with the shooting death of a 60-year-old. Holy fuck. According to the records, he was released on parole in 2021 and charged with assaulting his girlfriend in December 2022. Holy fuck. Warack had a fiance. This is the guy, what's his name? Eugene Washington? Whatever. Had a fiance and 3 sons who reacted strongly when contacted by ABC. If the guy had stopped Eric was around 10 years ago, maybe I'd still have my dad. Said the store clerk was killed. Holy shit, that's fucking brutal. Our hero has never been put in this position if Kim Ogg had actually locked up criminals rather than kneel before them. Ooh, we're calling out the DA. I agree. Needs more cannabis. Oh, need more cannabis. Be right back. I'm jealous, bro. Be right back. What? Hold on. Like, describe, bribe down below. You just made me lose my train of thought with that cannabis comment. Okay, I think I got my last story for the night. Abolishing the monarchy is the only way to tackle the royal family's anti-LGBTQ legacy, says Republic. Who? Graham Smith, CEO of Republic, a campaign group who wants to abolish the monarchy. There are countless reasons why, mostly to do with the fact that having a royal family goes against every democratic principle in the book. But Smith wants LGBT people to consider the monarch's legacy and career rights. He believes royals don't care about LGBTQ people, as they shouldn't. Royals should only care about royal things, like marrying princesses, driving fancy cars, oppressing the poor. The monarchy is steeped in very deeply conservative attitudes, Smith tells Pink News. The monarchy is the head of the Church of England. And just a few months ago, the Archbishop of Canterbury said gay sex is still a sin. Oh my God! Can you guys believe that? What a fucking atrocity! Can you believe the Archbishop of Canterbury said gay sex is still a sin? In case you were wondering. Wait till they find out about Islam, which is an appalling thing to say. No, gay sex is a sin. It's not an appalling thing to say. Listen, if you're gay, you're going to hell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break it to you. I mean, hold on. I'm sorry. Actually, no, hold on. I take it back. If you're gay, you're not going to hell. If you commit homosexual acts of adultery and other what's the word? Mortal sins, then you're going to hell. Here's the thing though. Gay sex is a sin. In terms of sins, are you going to tell me that gay sex is not a sin? Hey, listen, sex outside of marriage is a sin? That's just as an appalling thing to say. To say gay sex is a sin and say sex outside of a marriage is a sin, and even maybe sex without the purpose of reproduction. Some people go that far. Wearing a condom's a sin. But whatever. Fucking Pink News shouldn't be telling us what is and isn't a sin. They can go fuck themselves. That then emboldens people to support things like conversion therapy, which work, by the way. Conversion therapy works. It's a pretty toxic institution in my view. I think we are stuck with a deeply conservative head of state and family in a country in which is increasingly open-minded and liberal. Not the Queen Consort? Who the fuck is the Queen Consort? Is that his wife? With his wife and the Queen Consort. Oh, okay. There is no record of the king ever speaking publicly about LGBTQ rights. Prince William, the new Prince of Wales and heir to the throne, has bucked the trend and spoken broadly in support of LGBTQ people. He said in 2018 that he would absolutely fine if his children came out as gay or lesbian. Oh, wow, so brave. You don't know. Dude, he's giving a speech. It's, what's what I'm looking for? I forgot the word I'm looking for. But Smith is concerned by the royal silence on homophobic laws in Commonwealth, the group of nations that sprung from the former British Empire and headed up by the king and previously the late queen. And its member states criminalize LGBT people. Let's see here. Most of its member states criminalize LGBT people under laws which were imposed under British colonialism. If silence is collusion, I think they got a lot of questions to answer. Given the record, you might have hoped that the British people had a state and the head of the Commonwealth might have said something about it, but the Queen has never said anything about it, nor has Charles, as far as I'm aware, nor has William. If silence is collusion, I think they have a lot of questions to answer for as to why they've taken no interest in LGBT issues when it can be pretty life and death in most parts of the Commonwealth. Dude, look at this fucking... What is with his eyes? Look at this demon. This is the guy who's trying to remove the monarch. We're against kings and queens. Royals' response to racism allegations speaks volumes. There's also the issue of racism. Because much of Prince Harry and Meghan's assertions that the member of the royal family speculated about the color of the child's unborn skin. That is such a bullshit fucking thing, bro. Like, she's not even black. That's white. She looks like she's from Spain. She looks Italian. How are they gonna be? Oh, what color is the baby gonna be? You fuck off. That never happened. I give lies. It's almost like they were trying to teach themselves about basics, standards of decency, and how to talk to people and how to talk when people are on the open. So anyways, a gay monarch couldn't pass the throne to the children, Smith says. There it is. That's the line. We have to make the king and queen of England gay so we can kill the monarchy. That's what it's always been about. Making the king gay. Joke's on you. King's already gay. A gay monarch couldn't pass on the throne to children, Smith says. No fucking shit. They don't have children. Wait, hold on. But homophobic succession laws, which ensure if a member of the royal family ever had a child outside of the heterosexual marriage, they couldn't be placed in the line of succession. Based? I wonder why gay people can't be placed in the line of succession. It's because the gay people can't have biological children to pass on their bloodline, and hence the what's the word I'm thinking of when you give the primogeniture when the oldest inherits the land, the oldest child. Yeah. Well, the 2013 session of the Crown Bill removed gender discrimination from succession laws. Nothing was done to ensure children born of same-sex royal couple children could accede to the throne. Hold on. Wait, what? How? Nothing was done to ensure children born to a same-sex royal couple could... How do you have children born to a same... Question, teacher? Question? How do same-sex couples have a baby? Teacher, right back here. Yeah. How do same-sex couples have children? The House of Lords debate at the time clarified it was understood only a child born to a husband and wife could be placed in the line of succession. Yeah. It's sorry. Gay people can't, two men can't make a baby for the throne. When this issue was raised, members expressed their view that it would be outside the scope of the bill and therefore not worth considering. Yeah, exactly. Because nothing on the issue was included in the 2013 bill, Smith believes the law would prevent a gay monarch from marrying and having children who would be placed in the line of succession. Would prevent a gay monarch from marrying and have... I don't understand. Are you trying to say like adopting children? Because adopted children are not bloodline royalty then. They can't be part of the line of succession. I feel like this is so simple. They're just... This is the fucking queer mindset here. Like they have to fucking just... Republic is organizing protest. Let's see here. It does just underline and underscore that the whole deeply conservative Church of England attitude, which is deeply at odds with how most of us think. Republic has organized protests to coincide with King Charles' coronation in May, calling for the abolition of the monarchy, while he hopes that the current focus of the royals makes people see that the monarchy is not fit for purpose. He wants people to take time in the issue seriously. This is not an institution that has your interest at heart. Neither are fucking the commies. It is not an institution that has your interest at heart at all. Same thing about the LGBTQ alliance. It's not a soap opera. It's not about tabloid. It's a serious issue that needs to be addressed with on that basis. Essentially, we don't have to put up with the circus. It's unprincipled. It is bad for Britain. It's bad for our democracy. Because they don't allow gay kings. That's why it's bad for. I fucking guarantee it. If there was a gay king, they would love the monarchy. Let's be honest, guys. Seriously, be honest with me. If there was a gay king, they'd love the monarchy. We don't have to put up with Charles. We don't have a choice. So you guys, yeah, people are saying I look pale. It's the color settings. I was playing with it earlier. I'm gonna turn off the video right now. I'll turn off stop recording. If you guys like the segment, leave a like down below, subscribe, share with your friends. I'll come out here. If I go to filters, no, camera. Let's do camera filters. You can see I was trying to play with this, and I can make myself look yellow, or I can make myself look purple. And so this is how I always look. All right, guys. No gay kings, but plenty of queens. That's a good one, Sean. You guys want to see some shit? You guys want to see some shit? Let's get to the... That's after it's been 2 hours. We can finally start dropping N-bombs now. YouTube doesn't... How long have we been streaming? Fuck, an hour and a half, damn it. Okay, I was going to show you this, guys. Look, I got in an accident. See this shit, guys? Look at my scar here. You want to know how I got the scar? It's from surgery. Broken collarbone surgery. Woo! Motorcycle accident, ahoy. Yes, sir, you called it. Man, you should... I got some giant-ass road rash on my side, too. Wearing a helmet, though. All right. I'm glad I'm okay, too. Do I have any funny stuff? Woo, that was close.
Hi, I'm Krishan Wright, proud mama of 2, avid solo traveler, and happily untethered single lady. 3 years ago, I went on my first overseas trip to New Zealand, and it literally changed everything. It was the first time let me launch this podcast. Bold.
Unfortunately, some members of the media
use their platforms to push their own personal bias, and agenda to control exactly what people think. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Okay. All right. Yes, rip Diamond. Oh my god, it's so sad. All right, I think sorry for the big breaker, right? Let me explain what happened. I moved. I didn't move, actually. I enrolled in university and I got a new job, and I was taking 13 credits last semester while working full-time, taking Calc 3, circuit analysis, physics 2, jiu-jitsu, and I was just fucking studying and working whole fucking last semester. So that's why I didn't like do anything from August until now. Just had my nose in the books the whole time. I got like all B's and A's. But man, did I want to fucking blow my brains out during that whole time. I'm going to try to start streaming more regularly, like ideally every day. I'm going to try to do that. No more excuses. I'm also going to work on my video game We live in the future now, guys. We live in the fucking future. Chat AI, this Chat GPT thing is fucking insane. Where is it? Dude. I'm sorry. If you guys haven't, this thing is teaching me how to code my video game. Fine. Anyways, enough about myself. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you so much. I'll try to do it again tomorrow night at like 10 p.m. Drop a like if you haven't already. See you guys later. Take care. Nose in the books. Oh my fucking god. Okay, where's my fucking thing? All right, take care, you guys. Radically Moderate out of here. Bye.